Dragon Krystals, we all hate them. They're an unnecessary microtransaction, all that stuff. But today, I'm going to tell you how to get some extra crystals. And I meant to do this video earlier, but I wasn't doing videos at the time. It's around the holiday time. So I meant to do it, but I just kind of forgot. And I figured I might as well do it still because I think it's still relevant. I don't think it's discussed enough. I think it's quite important because a lot of players own the Kombat pack. I don't know how I'm going to tell this video, but I figured out a way to clarify that you have to be a Kombat pack owner for this. If you didn't realise that, you need to have the Kombat pack for this. So it's not really free, but it's a bonus to DLC you own. You are in fact entitled to. So let me get into it. This whole thing kind of started around when Omni-Man released, or Tremor. Omni-Man and Tremor, it says. So there was like a pop-up mentioning it. And if you look down at the very bottom, it mentions 1,250 Dragon Krystals are included in the Kombat pack, which isn't part of the listing in any of the stores. To my knowledge, it definitely isn't for the Nintendo eShop, which is what I play on. The Johnny Cage skin is, and all the extra DLC, but there's 12 DLC listings. One is the skin, 5 are the cameos, and the other 6 are the actual main characters. So there's no listing for this 1,250 Dragon Crystal bonus. It's just not there. So I figured it was just a case of false advertising. However, I wondered if I asked, I might be able to receive it, because I saw no one talking about it. So I contacted WB support, which I will show you how to do that now. Just use that URL, and you can Google contact WB support. Their website's a bit confusing to navigate to it, so you might as well just get the link to the form itself. It's a Zendesk form, and you just fill it in with your email and your name and stuff. They don't use your name for anything. The email's to reply to you. You give them information about your issue, which in this case would be, you've purchased the Kombat pack and you've seen this in-game ad thing, which you probably don't need to mention. I'm not sure. I can't tell if this is something they give away due to false advertising, or this is genuinely meant to be a new bonus of the Kombat pack that they haven't actually managed to include in the purchase itself. Because I don't know anyone who has bought the Kombat pack. Although that being said, I haven't talked to many people about it, but I know everyone else I spoke to who has the Kombat pack does not know about this. I've had to explain it to them, and when I explain it, they think I'm on about the premium edition Dragon Crystals. This is not the premium edition bonus, which, if you don't know, includes a bonus 1,250 crystals. This is just that amount of crystals with the Kombat pack. You don't need premium edition. If you have the premium edition, I assume this stacks. I assume it stacks on top of it because it's not part of the premium edition. So I guess you can still do it. Though I have heard that this is a recent change. That's one theory. This is a recent change, and apparently they don't actually reward it to anyone who bought the Kombat pack before the Omni-Man update, which sounds ludicrous. But the only other person I've seen talk about it has made that point, which I mean it sounds like a WB thing to do, even though it doesn't make sense. I would try it anyway, because I'm not 100% certain on that. But that might be something that stops you if you had it before that change. But again, if you buy it after the change, it doesn't show up on your account, which is strange. I don't think it does for anyone, which is why this is such a little-known fact that you get Dragon Crystals with the Kombat pack. So yeah, just fill out the form, ask about these 1250 crystals, and you'll get a reply in your emails at some point. And essentially, at least for me, what they did was ask for two things. The first one was show a network stats thing, which sounds confusing as fuck, but there's actually like a hidden menu on the main menu that shows your status, and it's like look, press and hold like ZRR plus press left stick plus all those other buttons. It's a one button combination. Those are switch controls, by the way. That's why they're fucking weird numbers. Not numbers, letters. I don't know what that translates to other games, but they'd tell you. They'd tell you, I'm sure, because you select the platform you're on in the form. So that's not a concern. So it is simpler than it sounds. And just take a screenshot or just a photo from your phone or whatever. You don't need to have a screen capture thing or anything like that. Show it to them. And the next thing I was asked for is a receipt of the Kombat pack, which when you buy something from whatever digital store, you're going to get a digital receipt in your emails. So find that. I just took a screenshot of it, and that worked. So again, you don't have to do much there. All you need to do is just wait for the replies. And then the next thing I got was this email, which I've included the full thing because, it just sort of is evidence, do you use support? I appreciate your patience. I understand the significance of Dragon Crystals in upgrading your rosters and obtaining new card collections. I have no idea what that part's about. I completely missed over that part. I think it's because I fully read it. Because I've only just seen it. When I got this email, I was just like, 1250 crystals. I actually got it, which surprised me. I didn't read the full thing. Card collections is a MK Mobile thing, I think. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Again, I find this whole thing a bit weird. How it's seemingly meant to be something you get with the DLC, but it's not listed anywhere. So I'm not sure if it is meant to be there or not. Regardless, what I do know is I did receive these Dragon Crystals. They were actually added to my account. Just for a couple simple screenshots of information I already had. And I got it within a few days. And I replied late because I didn't realize I got a reply initially. So, you could probably send a submission today, and like 2 or 3 days maybe, you'll have your crystals. I feel. I suppose if you, again, I don't know what the burn translation for the network stats thing is. I think it's just press all your triggers and your bumpers. Press whatever the button on the right side of your your A, B, Y, and X. Like it'd be B on Xbox, right? A on Nintendo. Circle, I think, on PlayStation. You press that and then you press down the left stick, if I recall correctly. I think that's what it is. So I suppose if you include that in a receipt, then in your initial thing, then I suppose you don't even need follow-up emails. They could give it to you straight away. So maybe do that and you might get it faster. Regardless, this is how it's done. Which is quite good. It's a nice bonus having the DLC, I'd say. Of course, I don't think its microtransactions should be around to begin with, but it is nice that it's a way to do it. And a little known way, so I figured I'd do this video to spread some knowledge on it. Because I've only seen like one other video discuss it, and I didn't really cover how you go through the whole process of getting it. So I feel I'd break it down for you there. Again, be mindful that if you owned it before the release of Omni-Man, you might not be entitled to the crystals for whatever reason. But I'd try anyway. I don't know how they'd be able to check that. I don't think the screenshot I sent even included the date of my receipt, so I don't think that would particularly matter. But I don't know. That's for you guys to find out. But yeah, you do get these crystals. Let me know if you actually just received them anyway. But I don't think anyone actually gets these. You have go through this manual support process. But I don't know. What I do know, though, is you do get these crystals. That's fine. So, yeah. And new season next week, there'll be some new skins, no doubt. So you might want these crystals for a skin. So, yeah. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.